Few days ago, a subscriber reached out to me and showed me the fake Canadian visa that a fake agent issued to him after collecting a huge amount of money from him. Dear Positivity Gang, this is what prompted me to focus on Canada now. Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories. I started with New Brunswick. Today we are talking about Nova Scotia, you guys. I have taken it upon myself to carry you along and show you all the different opportunities in each province in Canada. Besties, each province have got their own unique, amazing opportunity aside from the express entry to come and live and work in Canada. In today's video, we are taking you to Nova Scotia. Dear besties, today I am introducing to you an amazing opportunity in Nova Scotia. Here are the benefits of this opportunity. 1, you don't need to be in the express entry because this program will give you the opportunity to go to Canada as a permanent resident, but you don't need to be in the express entry. 2, it requires a low IELTS score of CLB4. 3, you don't need to pay any fee. Nothing, you are not paying anything. All right. The 5th benefit is you can move with your family. The 6th benefit is that the age requirement is between 21 to 55 years of age, of which if you have every other requirement, your age might be considered. In this video, I will be telling you what this program is all about, the requirements you need for this program, how to get started, and the application process. If this sounds so interesting to you, why not? Our Positivity is on your screen to get you started. But before we proceed, you might want to give this video a fat like so that YouTube will be able to recommend it to every person out there that might find this information useful. Please kindly subscribe to my channel if you have not done that. Hit the subscribe button and be part of my Positivity Gang family. To all my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always tuning in to support me. I am not taking it for granted. Please guys, you might also help this channel by sharing this video to your family and friends. Let me make this disclaimer. I am not on Telegram as other kings. Anybody replying your comments in my comment section, asking you to chat them up on Telegram, meeting you on Telegram, promising you jobs, promising you whatever for a fee is not me, it's a scammer. Don't be scammed of your hard-earned money. I am not on Telegram. I will never be on your Telegram DM. If you want to reach to me, send me a DM on my Instagram handle at otherkings93. It's always on the screen, or you book our one-on-one session. With that being said, besties, let's go into the topic of today. In today's video, I will be discussing about the Nova Scotia occupations in demand. Every year, Nova Scotia brings out the occupations in high demand in Nova Scotia. This program aims at getting qualified, skilled workers from all over the world to come to Nova Scotia and fill up these demands. How does this work? It works by you first getting an employer that will be able to sponsor you for this program. When you get an employer that will be willing to bring you to Nova Scotia for this program, you will now proceed to going to Nova Scotia Provincial Nominee and apply under the Occupations in Demand program. So when you apply, the province of Nova Scotia will nominate you to come and work in that occupation. Then when you get your nomination certificate, you will now take it to the IRCC portal and apply for your permanent residence. Like I said, you don't need to have an express entry profile for you to be qualified for this particular program. You don't need to be in the express entry. This program does not require ECA reports. You don't need WES evaluation for this program. In fact, as a matter of fact, the only degree, the only qualifications you need for this program is your secondary school certificate. That is your high school diploma. For those of you in Nigeria, you need your WAEC results for you to be part of this program so that you know how easy they have made this to be. With that being said, besties, I want to take you to my screen so that you will see with your two eyes the jobs that are in demand in this category, and it's going to shock you. Stay with me, don't go anywhere. Let me show you the jobs in demand, and then we'll look at the documents that you need and the eligibility criteria. Don't panic. This is one of the sweetest pathway to Canada. Besties, before we proceed, let me introduce you to the sponsors of today's video. This video is proudly sponsored by UCA. UCA is a professional brand that owns a dedicated team of R&D, production, designs, and sales. They collaborate with numerous professional doctors to provide non-invasive, safe, and effective treatment of pains in different parts of the body through their current product lineup. At UCA, they prioritize honesty, integrity, and attentiveness to their customers' needs, ensuring that they deliver value in every aspect of their offerings. They are committed to providing red therapy through wearable products. UCA aims to help alleviate pain for 300 million people who suffer from chronic pain. This right here is their red light therapy traction pillow that helps to relieve neck pain. Let's see how this product was after a long day at work. I have these severe pains. Let's see. Oh, I'm so tired, babe. Oh, babe, I'm so tired.
Sorry.
My neck hurts. Oh.
So sorry.
Oh my God. Oh. It was crazy at work today. Guess what?
What?
Let me go and use my UCA neck pain reliever.
Okay.
That's what I need right now, trust me.
Okay.
You just have to press the switch button, then you press the temperature button and set it to 38 degrees centigrade, and then you press the time gear to at least 10 minutes. All right, then you place it on a flat surface, preferable your bed or the cushion. You place your neck resting your shoulder on this amazing product. This is the UCA red light therapy traction pillow. It is a cervical traction and is effective therapy for neck pain and tension relief. It has a red light, can enhance the effectiveness of traction and truly contribute to the repair process. Immediate relief for neck pain, and completely safe with zero medications. Besties, this is all you need after a long day at work or after a long drive and you feel neck pain. I highly recommend this to people who operate computers, watch TV, and drive cars for a long time, those that have discomfort such as soreness, swelling, and pain in the cervical spine, people with cervical spondylosis, sympathetic cervical spondylosis, and so much more. Guys, this is the best product that helps me to relieve my neck pain each time I have a stressful day. I'm encouraging you to get yours. Just use my promo code ADAADA for a 20% discount. Thank you. Bye. Bestie is coming to my screen. I want you to hear from the horse's mouth, because of those of you that will come to tell me, Mama Positivity, what are you saying? Look at my screen. All right. So guys, we are on my screen. My screen says occupations in demand stream target specific tier category 3, 4, or 5 occupations of the National Occupational Classification that are in high labor market demand in Nova Scotia. These are in high labor demand. When I tell you that Nova Scotia needs these people, they need them, all right? So it says, labor, skills, and immigration identifies occupations in demand based on labor market information, and eligible occupations are subject to change. So let's look at the occupations that are needed in this. So the eligibility. To apply, you must have a full-time job offer from a Nova Scotia employer in either nurse aid. Guys, I have told you guys that Nova Scotia is in need of healthcare assistance, which is the nurse aids. Guys, for them to put it in occupation demands tells you how well they need this profession. All right. Then the next one is food and beverage servers. Those of you that are interested in serving food in restaurants, you are needed. Food counter attendants, kitchen helpers, and related support occupations, you are needed. So if you are in this category, please rush and apply. The next occupation is light duty cleaners. Are you a cleaner? A lot of you have been asking me, Mama, I am a cleaner. How do I come to Canada? I have opportunity for you. Truck drivers are highly needed. Heavy equipment operators, you are needed. All right. Construction trade helpers and laborers. Those of you in Nigeria that have been masons, serving mason, carrying bricklayers, serving people building house, Canada is looking for you. Go up now, do your CV. I have taught you how to do your CV in Canada style. Do your CV, do a cover letter, and get to work. This is direct permanent resident to Canada. Basis, this is not just work permit. This is direct permanent resident to Canada. Now, the next eligibility that is required of you is that you have a 1 year of work experience in related job. Those of you that are healthcare assistants, they need you to have 1 year experience as a healthcare assistant. The next is that you must be between 21 to 55 years of age. But like I said, you must be considered if you have other eligibility criteria. So age should not hinder you. The next is you have a high school diploma. Like I said, once you have your WAEC, you are good to go. I don't know if I'm communicating. You don't need to have a degree in any profession. As a matter of fact, you don't need to do the ECA credential reports. West is a no from this program. The next is have appropriate training skills and accreditation for the job. So let's say those of you that have done some care courses, is a training that you have, you are welcome to apply. Prove English language ability equal to Canadian language benchmark, that's the CLB level 4, even if your first language is English or French. So it's as low as CLB 4. Show enough financial resources to successfully settle in Nova Scotia. That is, you need to show your proof of fund that you can take care of yourself in Nova Scotia. Besties, this is all that is required from you. If you have all this, and I believe all of you watching me have all this on my screen, good news, you are eligible to apply. With that being said, let's go to how to apply. So this is an important information that you guys should take note of. Before you apply for this job, you must have a full-time permanent job offer from a Nova Scotia employer in one of the NOC job categories listed above before you can apply to immigrate through the NSNP occupations in demand stream. Full-time means that you will work year-round for a minimum of 30 hours a week. Permanent means your job does not have an end date. It is, just like I said in the beginning of this program, this route is sweet. Direct permanent resident, you don't need to be on the express entry. You just need to get a job in Nova Scotia in any of these jobs I have listed for you. Besties, the next slide we are going to discuss the application process. I will be taking you through the application process, and I want you to come to me on the screen. The reason I always show you my screen is so that you hear from the horse's mouth. I don't want anybody to think that I am just making up stories to come and tell you guys. I want you to see it from the government website directly and hear these things yourself. With that being said, let's go to my screen, besties. To apply, you must apply to 2 levels of government, provincial and federal. Level 1 is the Nova Scotia provincial nomination. All right. First, you apply to the Nova Scotia nominee program, occupations in demand. If you are nominated for this stream, we will email you a nomination certificate. At the same time, we will send proof of your nomination to IRCC. All right. Now, look at the cost. They say there is no application fee for NSNP, but there may be costs related to your application. For example, translation cost if you want to translate your document. So for this program, there is no application fee. Other PMP programs, you will pay for application fee, but for this occupation in demand, it does not need to pay. So coming down, level 2, the next application process. So the first process is to get a job. The second process is to apply to NSNP, that is Nova Scotia Nominee Program. All right. So when you apply, they have told you what will happen. The second thing you will do is, if you are nominated by the province of Nova Scotia, apply to IRCC for your permanent residence within 6 months. of receiving your nomination certificate. You may submit applications for yourself and include your spouse and dependents in the application. So when you are now applying to IRCC, you will not pay for your visa fee to IRCC. All right. But to apply for Nova Scotia nominee program, you are not paying a dime. There is a warning. They say mispresentations will disqualify you for 5 years. What do they mean by mispresentation? If you are not truthful about one or more of the eligibility criteria, leaves out information we need to assess your application. So they want you to be as truthful as possible, besties. So if there is any cockroach hiding in your cupboard, besties, you have to come out plain for you to be accepted. They say if they find out you are lying about anything in the application, you will get a 5 years ban. That's it. So besties, they say you should gather the documents you need. Let's take a look at my screen and see the documents you need. So they say the documents you need is your English language document. Then there is a document related to your job offer, the NSNP 200. You will fill it. All right. So you come down. The next document they need from you is your work experience. So when getting your work experience from your employer, they say to prove that you have the work experience and skills needed for the job, you must include letters of reference from your employers. These letters must be written on company letterhead and they must be stamped with the company's official seal. It has one. Letters of reference may include the company's full address, telephone and fax number, email and website address, your supervisor's signature or that of a responsible officer, the specific period of time that you work for the company, the titles of the jobs you held while you work for the company, the amount of time you worked in each job, your main duties in each job, your annual salary plus benefits for each job, the number of hours you work per week in each job, the number of hours you work in total in each job. All right. So documents related to your education and training, a copy of your high school diploma, copies of the license or certificates required for your job. All right. So all those care job you did, care certificates, you bring it for them. The next document is document related to your ability to communicate in English. That's your IELTS. All right. So see the IELTS they are looking for. So 4.5 in listening, 3.5 in reading, 4 in writing and speaking. Guys, this is very simple. You can see that the IELTS that is needed is very, very easy. You don't need a high IELTS for you to go for this. It's your passport, all right, for you and your family, documents related to your spouse and children if they're immigrating with you, like copy of marriage certificate, birth certificate for your kids, copy of custody documents, adoption papers, all right. Documents related to your immigration status, the country you are living in. For those of you in UK, you can use your BRP. Documents related to your move to Nova Scotia, that's your bank statement for your proof of fund. So now somebody might say, Mama, how do I find jobs? I am going to the screen to show you places you can find these jobs in Canada to get started, you guys, in Nova Scotia. Besties, this is the Nova Scotia job website. You can come here, find your dream job, search jobs in Nova Scotia. You put whatever you are looking for, you search. All right. You can as well use the job bank. All right. So this job bank is for Nova Scotia. I have streamlined it for you, available jobs in Nova Scotia. All right. So I have put Nova Scotia for you. So I have done the filter. You can see Nova Scotia. You can see Canadians and international candidates. This shows you that any job here can take you from where? International. You mustn't be in Canada to get any job here. I have filtered it. So early childhood education. So you look for jobs in the profession that you are looking for. All right. Remember we have driver. So see driver, dump truck. All right. So let's click on it and see the details. So here is the details coming down. This is how you know that an employer is taking from people overseas. He said the employer accepts application from Canadian citizens and permanent or temporary residents of Canada, other candidates with or without a valid Canadian work permit. So once you see this thing, just know that the employer is bringing from overseas. So they say how to apply. You click on show how to apply. When you see that, you see the email address to send your CV and your cover letter. And they said include this reference number in your application. So that was an example, guys. Guys, this is LinkedIn. I have told you guys, LinkedIn is an amazing website to get jobs anywhere in the world. Believe me for that. So I have shown you LinkedIn in Nova Scotia. So this is Nova Scotia, Canada. You can see I have done the filter already on LinkedIn. Any job you are seeing here is in Nova Scotia, Canada. All right. You can see continuing care assistant, CCA, continuing care assistant. That is the nurse aid. All right. They call it continuing care assistance or nurse aid. All right. So a lot of jobs are here on LinkedIn. You can come to LinkedIn, look for companies and talk to them directly. All right. And before you do that on LinkedIn, make sure that your profile is stating what you are asking for. Warehouse person, mention it. All right. You cannot come to LinkedIn, your profile is showing a mechanical engineer and you are looking for starting with a company that you want to work in care. All right. So you have to, that's how LinkedIn works. You have to work on your profile to suit the job you are looking for. Basis, that is it for that. You can also look at Indeed, Monster, and the rest of them, you guys. A lot of opportunities. Go in there, look for these employers, apply, get these jobs, then come back and apply for the occupations in demand. That's it. It's not hard. It's that simple. Besties, anybody telling you that you don't need to put in the work for all these things is not being sincere with you. You have to get down, get to work, know what you want, and keep applying. I was doing one-on-one with someone the other day. She said she got an employer for care assistance on job bank, and they have been talking, they're asking her for documents, and she has been gathering her documents. That could be you. Anything job search requires patience. Be patient, darling. Be patient. Be consistent. If you think it's something that will happen under a twinkle of an eye, then you are not being sincere to yourself. That's the honest truth. You be prayerful. Ask God to lead you and put everything in God's hand. Besties, this is bringing this video to the end. I hope you will try this opportunity. If you find value in this video, do well to hit the like button, share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will definitely see you guys in our next video. For now, bye besties.